morning and welcome to Morning Matters. This morning we are at the Rose Garden. If you are Belizean, you would know what Rose Garden is. And it's not that kind. It's a real rose garden here in California. My guest this morning is Curtis Gillett. A lot of Belizeans know Curtis for his comedy. He's like a comedian. He was a comedian in Belize. And now he lives in California. Curtis, good morning.
Good morning, Rhonda. Thank you for dragging me out of my bed.
You know, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's a beautiful morning. I'm sure there are days in California when you're thinking, I don't want to get out of bed because it's cold. Today is a nice day.
It's a beautiful day. Give thanks. Thank you for having me on your show. Thank
Curtis, tell me a little bit about yourself. What would you like people to know about Curtis Gillett?
What you see is what you get. Most people, especially older Belizeans, know me from my days doing lots of stage plays at the old Bliss. I started out at Grace Primary, and some people like yourselves have said, "Oh, Curtis, you're a comedian."
Yes.
I will take that as a compliment and say thank you. I just see things and I say it in a way that make people laugh, but I'm also trying to get the point across.
All right. It's true. Sometimes we take a lot of facts and turn them into a language that people can understand, and then it's really, it gets to the place.
Yes, plain English and broad Creole.
There you go. So now you're out here having a little fun, relaxing yourself a little bit.
Yes.
Like most people. It's good to see you. You know, I'm glad that you took the time to come out and play this morning with us. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about Morning Matters. Morning Matters is a place where people send in their matter. Anything that matter to them matter to us.
You, okay.
So, and I figure, based on all that you've done and been doing, you have a degree in theater?
Yes, I do. I have a bachelor's in theater arts from the University of South Florida in Tampa, Florida.
Excellent. Yes. So based on your educational background and the fact that you have lived, and you're a Caribbean man, you should be the man. You should be more than equipped to help me out and help me to answer some of these matters.
Well, let's see what we can do. I will do my very best.
Are you married?
Unfortunately, no, I'm not.
Don't say unfortunately. You know why? Because marriage is not for everybody.
Okay then. At the moment, I am not married.
Good. You have children?
Yes, I have two daughters, Leslie Ann and Ashanti.
Well done.
Yes.
All right. Well, now that we have all the basics out of the way, let's jump into the matters.
All right.
Oh, you have any matters of your own we want to discuss? Not feel pressured. You could just tell me.
Any matters of my own that I would like to discuss. You know, here in LA, what I would really like it's from Belize, but we don't get it here. Rainwater for drink.
You know what? I laugh because the other day it was raining and Ian said the same thing. I said, boy, if you were to drink that, I wouldn't drink that water then, because I know they put all sorts of stuff in the air. It will come down just in a way that you don't want to drink it. So I can understand your plight. Other than that, anything else you want?
Matters. There
are,
you know, there's a large Belizean-based community living here in Los Angeles. It's unfortunate that the only time we meet is if somebody's having a dance, somebody having some big party. I would like to see where we just meet.
You want to see more?
Yeah, we just meet. You know, not for a party, but just to meet, just to socialize. That's one of the things I would like to see, honestly.
Well, I don't live here, but you know that there's a lot of Belizean in a place when you are minding your own business, walking on the street, and a man that you haven't seen in ages say, "Morning, Miss Rhonda," you think, what? Yes, so I saw a guy the other day that I haven't seen in many years. I first met him in Boom, and he was just walking the streets here, just going about his own business. I guess he was as surprised to see me as I was to see him.
Yep. We will always be pleasantly surprised when we meet people. I was with a friend, I think it was last week. We were driving and got stopped in traffic. and I overheard these two ladies talking, and I could tell they were from
They're
Belize.
the two Belizean
Yeah,
girls?
and I just said, afternoon Belizean lady, and she smiled and she waved. I'm like, hey, that's when I see them,
people.
I will acknowledge. When I see them, I will acknowledge. I don't have any reservations in letting people know, hey, I know where you are from, and I'm from there, and I'm happy to see you.
Excellent. Well, let's jump into a matter. People sitting at home wanting their matters addressed. I am 21. I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years. We're trying to have a child over a year, but we decided to hold back and get we got a cat. Should we get it or not?
A cat?
The child.
No. Listen to it. Personally, I think 22, 23, 21 it's too young an age to be thinking about settling down and making a family. This world is ginormous. I encourage young people to get as much education as you can when you can. I also encourage people to travel the world, learn new cultures, meet new people, get to observe things, learn things. Make sure that you have a solid foundation before you bring another child into the world. Because yes, children are a blessing and they are a joy, but at the same time, if we don't have certain things in place, then that child punishes. So to the young couple, I would say hold off on making that baby.
That cat is a good idea.
Yeah, the cat is a good idea. Get some education and do some traveling, and then later on think about that.
It's funny that I shouldn't say it's funny, but it's more of a blessing that we were able to grow and learn, because I remember when I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 21, I thought that I was ready for the world. When I was 21, I was pregnant with Hope, with my child.
Mm-hmm.
And I was as equipped as I could be at 21. I
Mm-hmm.
I had a job. I was doing what I thought was the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And 19 years later, or whatever the case is, I still feel I feel the same level of confidence then as I am now, in terms that I always feel like I'm in a good place, but as you grow, you realize that what you knew then was nothing compared to if you had waited or made better plans or do so many other things. I mean, you have not seen anything at 21.
Exactly.
I know you feel like you're in love with this man. Wait. The next thing I would say to you, and I always say, I don't encourage people to cohabitate at such young age.
I agree with you.
Because unless you are married or getting married, don't cohabitate.
I agree with you.
Because a lot of times you get into a relationship with a boy or with a girl, depending on who it is, and life happens. And when life is happening to you, you are getting more and more bogged down. If you are living a single life and just dating Jill or John or whoever the case is, and John taking care of himself and you taking care of yourself, you will grow up to be more productive people. Why? Because you will learn the art of taking care of yourself.
Yeah, being responsible.
Exactly.
Being responsible.
So don't cohabitate. If you are cohabitating already, fine, fair enough. But then if you are cohabitating, I hope you have a plan.
Plan. Make sure you have that backup plan, a solid backup plan.
Solid backup plan. And figure out where you're going, because you might be dating a boy that has no interest in marriage.
Exactly.
And you're hoping that he would ask you to marry him.
As they say, see me and live with me are two different things. Because, I mean, you find that little things about cohabitating. When you begin to cohabitate, that's when you begin to see the real person. And then you will realize, is it too late to turn back? And for some people, they do not have the bravado to say, no, I can't do this.
This is
Let
not for
me move out. And they stay and they just frustrate themselves.
And the other person in the process.
And the other person in the process. So
Take
hold
your
on
time.
that. Take your time.
Curtis says so. Rhonda, I have a 16-year-old daughter, but her mom's always putting me in jail. I gave her 3 I guess I don't know if it's $350 or $35.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of buying my daughter, she buy her man, and that's not right.
Uh-huh.
Well, if
So, putting him in jail.
means you know to pay to time.
Okay.
You can't put a man in a jail if you pay to time.
Okay then. I have told many people it is one thing that I do not believe in, that if you have a child with somebody and the relationship didn't work out, me personally, I will never ever encourage a woman, hey, carry them on the court. If he is a man of his own volition, he will take care of the child financially. That's one thing I don't I don't believe in. However, there are those who do it, and I cannot knock them for that, as we say. Now, if you are saying that you give the money and then the lady turns around and buys something for her new boo, that's on you. That's on you. You want to make sure that your money is being given, that way you don't end up behind bars. Pay it through the court. A lawyer or a judge will always tell you that when you give money straight to the mother of your kids, that's a gift. That is not child maintenance.
Thank you.
So I'm sorry
He
to
has
hear
to
of
pay
your
it
plight, but
Pay it through court and try to pay it on time. I have mixed feelings about the court situation. I feel that some people need to be forced to live up to their obligations. If I have a man and I have a child with him, and I know that he's not financially stable to pay this money, I will not take him to court. Why? I will try and seek other ways that he can contribute to his child's life. Because the only thing then I will be doing is depriving this child of the possible frequency in which she or he can see this
Exactly.
the father.
Exactly.
But if I have a man that I know is financially stable, that can contribute to his child's well-being and refuse to contribute to his child's well-being, especially if I am in need of the help, I probably would. Why? Because this child will need to go to college in a few years. That money can be put up for college. And not only that, I think why so many men have so many children with so many women, especially in the Caribbean, is because the women don't charge them. If you have that responsibility, you will not be making all these kids. So I think it is a lesson. I try not to encourage women to send their baby fathers to jail, because I don't think that is productive. But you have to challenge them to maintain these children.
Challenge them, yes, but like you said, it's a thing of responsibility, and a lot of times too there is so much animosity between the parents, rather than using some reasoning. Hey, let's.
I think they never make it clear. This guy ain't got no reasoning. So they hard for reason with your spouse, you know, or your ex-spouse.
It is, and I have been sharing with people that I think back in Belize, I don't think we had it. I don't know if we have it now, but I encourage people to seek counseling.
We have counseling, we have free counseling, we have a lot of places that people can go for assistance. I couldn't agree with you more.
Do you think it's pride why a lot of us don't go?
I think a lot of people don't go not because of pride, but because of privacy.
Okay.
Because I think that a lot of people are, if I need help, Curtis, I don't want the neighbor down the road to know. And I don't think that we have enough confidence that there's confidentiality in the process.
In the process, okay.
I think that is the deterrent in my mind.
Okay.
Right? I am hoping that more people would go. I am hoping that more people, especially to the free ones. I think that is why people don't go to the free ones. But I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be worried if I was you, because then counselors got so many people in front and they don't got time for remember your business.
Exactly.
So I would encourage people to go. This one says, good morning, I'm living with a girl and she's always getting mad at anything, whatever it is I do, and drag everyone from around me. We fight for almost everything. What should I do? Leave her.
Seek counseling.
You know,
again, the same thing we touched on earlier about cohabitating.
Seek counseling.
Seek counseling. if both of you want this relationship to work,
They don't need counseling. I
See
say if you
counseling.
want it hard enough, you want to
You
figure
want to
out
fight
the
for it?
best way.
Yeah.
I really think so. I think counseling is good. But I would not see counseling in a temporary relationship. And a lot of these relationships are temporary.
Are temporary,
relations.
exactly.
I know, I just here for a short time, you know. So if I could tolerate it, I tolerate
I
it.
tolerate
if
it.
I can't tolerate it, leave it. You seek counseling when you have a meaningful relationship. When you have a relationship that you are mature in, that you want to last forever. You have a husband, you have a fiance. That is in my mind when you seek counseling.
Right.
When you are moving in those steps. When you are just dating, I am not going to be counseling all these brothers that I'm talking to. It's a no-no.
And again, like you said earlier, you being against cohabitating. And we don't know their
Yes.
age range right here.
Exactly.
So again, that could be the first mistake.
Crux of the matter.
Exactly.
If you're young, I say you're young, you're the
Travel.
date, travel, do things. But not only that, if you know the workout, if you date this boy 3-4 times and do that for some fight, if you can't talk about it, separate.
Move on.
It is like
Exactly.
shopping. When I say that, I mean, if I go into a store and the clerk treat me bad, you think I'm going to force him to take my
Take
money?
your money.
Negative.
There's another store.
With probably better products.
Better products,
But I need to
better
look.
prices, and much better customer service.
On that note, I'm going to take a break and be back.
With the high cost of fuel these days, every fill-up can be a curiously scary experience. Rising gas prices have transformed to the point where it feels like it can cost you the shirt off your back. That's why we created Lucas fuel-saving motor oils. Their special additives increase compression and minimize friction, improving fuel mileage. With Lucas, you'll keep from losing your shirt, or even worse.
After you pick the place, pick up a great deal at Alamo on all kinds of vehicles for every vacation, because everyone loves a little getaway and big savings. Alamo.
Aeropost is now making shopping easier and much more convenient. You can now shop from the comfort of your own home and have your goods delivered to you with no additional cost in as little as 7 working days. No credit card? No problem. Come on down to our office at number 1 Mott Street in Belize City and we will assist you with your shopping. No order too small or large for us to ship. Be it cell phone, TV, jewelry, shoes or clothing, we have exactly what you're looking for. At Aeropost, your favorite shopping spot is only 1 click away. Aeropost. You shop, we ship, we deliver. Give us a call at 223-4349 or visit us at number 1 Mott Street in Belize City.
Looking for quick and easy baking? Try Grace Baking Powder. It comes in a convenient 10-gram packet. Grace Baking Powder. Great for my pancakes, waffles, fry jack, flour tortillas, muffins, waffles. Wow! How quick and easy. Grace Baking Powder. So convenient, easy to store. You love it. It's good enough and fresh whenever you need it. Another fine product brought to you by Grace. For recipes, go to gracerecipes.com. It's time for Grace. Grace, bringing good taste to life.
Seaboard Marine, a leader in ocean transportation, is now offering services to Belize. Offering the fastest and most reliable transit to Belize, Seaboard Marine is the #1 choice for shipping. We offer shipping of less than container loads, such as boxes, barrels, and chilled cargo, full, dry, and refrigerated containers, project cargo, heavy and special equipment, vehicles, and more. We have sailings from Canada, Houston, New Orleans, Miami, the Caribbean, Central and South America. Seaboard Marine offers the most competitive rates with a fast and dependable shipping schedule, excellent customer service, and a convenient location with plenty of parking. Visit our office, website, or call us for more information.
From vineyards across the world to the heart of downtown San Ignacio, the fine wines at the Wine House are creating a buzz in both young and old alike. Located on Bluebird Street in San Ignacio, the Wine House features an excellent selection of wine and assorted cheeses. Though you may come in as strangers, the wine house classy and casual atmosphere and friendly staff make you feel right at home. Visit the wine house today. New Buildings Limited is the company of choice when it comes to design, fabricating, and erection of wide-span metal buildings in Belize. At New Buildings, we have a team of well-trained professionals that can produce the most innovative and durable metal structures. Be it domestic or industrial buildings, we can get it done for you. We have put together some of the most outstanding metal structures in the country. We also do estimates and consulting. Visit New Buildings in Spanish Lookout or give them a call at 631-8723 or 610-5185. New Buildings Limited, the experts when it comes to metal structures in Belize.
From the company who brought you Buendia freeze-dried coffee, Gris 100% pure Colombian coffee is made in Colombia, considered among the finest coffee regions around the world. Naturally freeze-dried, Gris 100% pure Colombian coffee is exposed to less heat than other coffee brands to preserve the flavor and aroma to make the perfectly convenient cup of coffee you deserve. Have a buenos dias with Gris.
For recipes, go to gracerecipes.com. It's time for Grace. Grace, bringing good taste to life.
We've been working with Hummingbird for about 3.5 years, and since the beginning of the relationship, we've been very impressed with the quality of their work and their professionalism. They provide great service. They're very easy to work with, which is really nice. And if anything ever happens and the furniture needs to be repaired or fixed, they're great about sending service people out here. We've gotten great feedback from the buyers of our condos about the quality of the couches we use and the chairs we use, and I could highly recommend working with them in the future.
Welcome back to Morning Matters right here from Rose Garden. Curtis, how you go?
Everything is fine. I want to borrow a line from a friend, Lauren. Lauren, if you listen to me, hey, darling. Everything is copacetic.
There you go. There's nothing like Lauren. Lauren, a Belizean legend.
Lauren is a legend, a living legend.
This one says, what to do if my girlfriend refused to have sex with me in different positions? That can't be a real question, but I got another sex question here. So I would have to say that, first of all, if she's your girlfriend, she shouldn't be having sex with you. But if she, to each his own. I always tell you, women are not like horses. You just can't line them up, jump on there and jump off. It just don't work that way.
I was reading an article, and before boyfriend, girlfriend engage in sex, it is something they need to speak about.
Yes.
They need to speak about it. Babes, this is what I like. This is how I like it. And it's up to the other party to say, okay then, I didn't know. I'm sorry, I'm not going to engage in that. Or let's give it a try.
It's true.
Right? But the number one thing is that you need to wait. Today we rush sex. And I think that it is something that needs to be waited on, because like I tell people, the moment skin touch skin, the whole dynamics of everything changes. One person has this idea of what happens next. The other persons, they are only, oh, it was just for the fun of it, or whatever. Wait and have serious dialogue about it, and those things, I think, will limit the occurrences of broken relationships, broken marriages, or not broken marriages, but where the relationship doesn't last, they're always fighting, and as we have here, she now on a different position. Maybe she doesn't even know that there are other positions.
Not only that, I always say this. I say, when you go to a race, they give you the prize first, assuming you will win. They don't give you the prize, right?
Nope.
You have to run the mile or the 6 miles or the 10 miles.
Exactly.
Stop, get your water and continue on.
Exactly.
That is what life and relationship should be like. You get there, you court, you talk, you make the conversations, and then at the end of the mile, you decide now if you're going to have relations with somebody.
Yeah.
A lot of people use sex as the first step.
Exactly.
Sex is the last step, because if you were to have a meaningful relationship, it can't be based on sex.
Exactly.
So if she don't want different position, you have to wait. You have to coax her. You have to make love to her mind and not her body, and then she will give you what you want.
When you can capture the mind, you can seduce the body.
Yes, man. I always tell a lot of guys this: women are not horses or bicycles. My baby mother lived with me for a year, but about a month ago, she started to act funny, then laugh. He says, "What to do? Is she acting funny, then laugh?"
Him saying funny doesn't lend as to what it is we can offer as advice as to what's going on. So
when you say
I'm
a spouse,
sorry.
they act funny, it could be two things: that her behavior has changed or your perception of her has changed. And the only way you can know that is to examine yourself. If it is her behavior that has changed, you need to ask her, honey,
what's going
this
on?
time when we used to happen, and this, she might say, well, boy, I finally got a job now, or I'm not work anymore, or I go to school and this time is classes or whatever.
Exactly.
But things happen in people's life that causes their routine to change, and if her routine has changed, then address it as opposed to accuse her.
Exactly.
If it is just your perception, maybe you change. Have a conversation with yourself.
Yep.
And then you go find it.
Step outside yourself. I like to tell people, step outside yourself
And look for yourself.
Exactly. Do a self evaluation. Is it me? Is it her? And after you have done that, then I think you can address the issues at hand.
Exactly. Because it might not be you, nor it might not be her. It might be a combination of both of you.
Both of you.
Because, match by self, not start fire.
Something have for up against it.
Exactly.
Yep.
I have my ex. I got all the kids, even got one wed enough for me. And she not even want them for one day. But yet, she carry me to court because she want me for mine. She could go and carry that there to somebody else. I mean, there's a court system that is fair. And if she wants maintenance, then I'm sure that the judge will look at it and say, this lady are crazy.
The judge will be fair and just in delivering a decision as to what happens.
You have to trust the system.
Yeah, and first of all, if such is the case, sir, hey, hats off to you, and please continue to do a good job of rearing the kids. But I would also encourage you to seek legal advice. If you can't afford a lawyer, go to the legal aid and even do your own research.
If you don't carry it to court, you get all your papers together. I think you will have a winning case if you have all the kids already. That means you have done something wrong, because most of the time, men don't get children unless something really wrong with the mother.
Exactly.
And for you to get one that's not yours biologically speaks a lot about your character.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't worry about she much at all.
Yeah, no lose no hair over it. I don't lose all of mine. You don't lose yours. So.
He's lost enough for everybody.
Yeah.
I have a girl and we've been together for 5 years, and she started to act different. Now I'm trying not to think that she's cheating. How can I cope with this?
Well, I want to think we touched on that on the previous question where the person said the girl acting funny. Again, he hasn't said exactly what changes the girlfriend is showing that
causes him to think that she's cheating.
Exactly.
But
you haven't said what it is.
I always say this, and I say this in almost all my shows. Whenever somebody say about cheating, I say, "Don't give out the cheating pass, Curtis." You know what is the cheating pass? The cheating pass is where I'm dating you, and you come home 12 o'clock tonight, and I say, "Curtis, I don't like it." Tomorrow you come home 1 o'clock. I say, "I know you're out there cheating," and I start to rail upon you. But then I go home, I get in bed, I cuddle up with you. When I don't calm down, I sleep, I kiss up you in the morning, you go to work. You come home again, maybe you come home 9 o'clock this time. I still see you to cheat. I look in your phone, I see one message from Mary Jane. I say, I know to cheat with Mary Jane, but I do nothing to change my circumstance. All I do is accuse you. So really, if you are cheating or not, what I will do will be nothing. So if you don't want cheating man naturally, then you want to say, Rhonda could cry cooking oil, because I don't know where she want to do if I really did cheat. So if you have a man or a woman that you think is cheating, don't say that you think that they're cheating. Address the behavior that you have proof of. Curtis, you can't come home 1 o'clock. Curtis, you can't talk to me so. Curtis, I'd appreciate a little bit more respect in this house. Whatever. Curtis, I notice that your tones and it change. I don't like it.
Earlier we were talking about communication, the 3 C's. Commit, compromise, communicate. And like you said, speak with your partner. If those are your suspicions, speak with your partner. Another thing I like to tell people, don't have discussions. I don't want to say arguments, discussions.
Heated discussions.
Right. In the house. Particularly in the bedroom.
Why?
I believe that negative energy gets locked up in the house.
You do?
Yes, and so it stays there. I feel the bedroom is a place of happiness, rest and happiness.
You know what? I never thought about that, but that makes sense.
I feel like you have an issue to speak about, go to an open area and let the wind take it.
Are you serious?
Yes, that's what I firmly believe in.
You know what?
I don't believe in having serious discussions in the house, particularly in the bedroom.
You know what? That might not be such a bad idea. I think it would do a lot for you besides the negative energy being locked up there. The change of environment might cause the discussion to go easier.
Exactly. Exactly.
You see that's why I listen for Money Matters when the guests then come on, because everybody that comes on here has something to contribute.
We're never too old to learn.
You calling me old, Curtis?
We would never.
I love this woman. I do whatever she says that I must do. I buy her what she wants, and she told my best friend that she have a man and that treats her better than me. Should I stop messing with this woman?
Partner, you don't know, no? Listen to me. First of all, he's a girlfriend, right? He never said wife.
No, it's not girlfriend.
And you just spend that kind of money there when you could be investing in yourself, and then you've been told that there is an other
that's giving more.
It's giving more. So obviously, one, she don't love you. And there's a difference now. She can love you, but she may not be in love with you.
She love where to give her.
Correct. And that's all she's in it for, the material gain. Sir, walk away.
You know, I think it's so unfortunate when we don't see the value in ourselves. When I am dating Tom Jones and I see Tom Jones as more valuable than me, it's such a privilege for me to be with Tom Jones that I will give him my soul if I can, because I want to be with Tom Jones. When we learn to value and respect ourselves, then it's only then that the right person will present themselves, because because as individuals we should be preparing ourselves for that moment. If we are busy preparing ourselves, when the right person comes, we want to see him or her as ready.
Correct.
Curtis, ready. Perfect. He's been working for a long time. I know this man ready now. Make me see where I'm happy here. And that's how it is. You need to step back. Even if this girl is not cheating, there's other things in the relationship that would cause you to believe that. Because if I'm
Exactly.
dating Tom Jones and somebody come to me and say, my good Tom Jones the cheat, I want to say no. I don't even want to entertain the thought, because the relationship I have with Tom Jones, in my mind, is blissful and beautiful. He couldn't possibly be cheating. They must have seen my Tom Jones to talk to Jane just because.
And jump
then they
into
make up the rest.
conclusions.
You know how Caribbean people go,
Yeah.
you know how we go. So I would have said, I'd leave the relationship, I would stop spending my money, I'd see,
Exactly.
you know what, sometimes we need to be chased. And we need to stop the chasing.
Yep.
Good morning, Miss Rhonda. My name is Reginald Young. I am here enjoying my life with my beautiful wife, Norma Young. Well, good morning, Reginald and Norma.
Good morning.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yep. Thank you.
You know, it's nice when you hear a happy couple or a couple enjoying themselves
Exactly.
and being peaceful. You know, and we get so much texts that are just the opposite every day. That it's comforting to hear that there are normal, happy people sitting down watching Morning Matters.
Very encouraging.
Good morning to the people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yes.
Good morning. I have my daughter with a woman I am sure is ready for a real relationship. I keep having to ask her to communicate. I guess he says he's ready for a relationship. I keep asking her to communicate with me, but she doesn't. How do I deal with this? He have his daughter with this woman and he's ready for a real relationship. I would imagine that he's ready to take it to the next level.
Right.
But she not coming.
She's not saying yay, nay, or maybe.
You know. It could be, Curtis, that the way you were communicating before is the only way she knows how to communicate. And that was good enough for you to have made a daughter with her. So now you have to be patient with her. You have to find a better way. Not that she's not communicating, but maybe she's communicating the way she knows how.
And two, there are numerous ways that we can communicate. It can be with a card, whether it's a card bought from the store or a blank card that you write something in. It could be an email, it could be in a text message, even a song or a poem that's saying, hey, this is where I am, this is what I'm feeling, this is where I'd like for us to go. There are many ways that we can communicate, so please don't feel that communication can only happen face to face. Correct. Use something else, whatever you are best at, to convey your message to your other, and hope for the best, and we wish you all the best.
On that note, we're going to take a break and come back with our third and final segment.
With the high cost of fuel these days, every fill-up can be a curiously scary experience. Rising gas prices have transformed to the point where it feels like it can cost you the shirt off your back. That's why we created Lucas fuel-saving motor oils. Their special additives increase compression and minimize friction, improving fuel mileage. With Lucas, you'll keep from losing your shirt, or even worse.
After you pick the place, pick up a great deal at Alamo on all kinds of vehicles for every vacation, because everyone loves a little getaway and big savings. Alamo.
Aeropost is now making shopping easier and much more convenient. You can now shop from the comfort of your own home and have your goods delivered to you with no additional cost in as little as 7 working days. No credit card? No problem. Come on down to our office at number 1 Mott Street in Belize City and we will assist you with your shopping. No order too small or large for us to ship. Be it cell phone, TV, jewelry, shoes or clothing, we have exactly what you're looking for. At Aeropost, your favorite shopping spot is only 1 click away. Aeropost, you shop, we ship, we deliver. Give us a call at 223-4349 or visit us at number 1 Mott Street in Belize City.
Looking for quick and easy baking? Try Grace Baking Powder. It comes in a convenient 10-gram packet. Grace Baking Powder. Great for my pancakes, waffles, fry jack, flour tortillas, muffins, waffles. Wow! How quick and easy. Grace Baking Powder. So convenient, easy to store. You love it. It's good enough and fresh whenever you need it. Another fine product brought to you by Grace. For recipes, go to gracerecipes.com. It's time for Grace. Grace, bringing good taste to life.
Seaboard Marine, a leader in ocean transportation, is now offering services to Belize. Offering the fastest and most reliable transit to Belize, Seaboard Marine is the #1 choice for shipping. We offer shipping of less than container loads, such as boxes, barrels, and chilled cargo, full, dry, and refrigerated containers, project cargo, heavy and special equipment, vehicles, and more. We have sailings from Canada, Houston, New Orleans, Miami, the Caribbean, Central and South America. Seaboard Marine offers the most competitive rates with a fast and dependable shipping schedule, excellent customer service, and a convenient location with plenty of parking. Visit our office, website, or call us for more information.
From vineyards across the world to the heart of downtown San Ignacio, the fine wines at the Wine House are creating a buzz in both young and old alike. Located on Bluebird Street in San Ignacio, the Wine House features an excellent selection of wine and assorted cheeses. Though you may come in as strangers, the Wine House classy and casual atmosphere and friendly staff make you feel right at home. Visit the Wine House today. New Buildings Limited is the company of choice when it comes to design, fabricating, and erection of wide-span metal buildings in Belize. At New Buildings, we have a team of well-trained professionals that can produce the most innovative and durable metal structures. Be it domestic or industrial buildings, we can get it done for you. We have put together some of the most outstanding metal structures in the country. We also do estimates and consulting. Visit New Buildings in Spanish Lookout or give them a call at 631-8723 or 610-5185. New Buildings Limited, the experts when it comes to metal structures in Belize.
From the company who brought you Buen Dia freeze-dried coffee, Gris 100% pure Colombian coffee is made in Colombia, considered among the finest coffee regions around the world. Naturally freeze-dried, Gris 100% pure Colombian coffee is exposed to less heat than other coffee brands to preserve the flavor and aroma to make the perfectly convenient cup of coffee you deserve. Have a buenos dias with Gris.
For recipes, go to gracerecipes.com. It's time for Grace. Grace, bringing good taste to life.
We've been working with Hummingbird for about 3.5 years, and since the beginning of the relationship, we've been very impressed with the quality of their work and their professionalism. They provide great service. They're very easy to work with, which is really nice. And if anything ever happens and the furniture needs to be repaired or fixed, they're great about sending service people out here. We've gotten great feedback from the buyers of our condos about the quality of the couches we use and the chairs we use, and I could highly recommend working with them in the future.
Welcome back to the third and final segment of Morning Matters. The sun, the rays, high. Quick.
Yes, in beautiful sunny California.
Must be the Sunshine State.
We are we?
I don't think
No,
you
Florida
are.
is the Sunshine State, yes.
You know, easy when you come from the Caribbean, because we come from the Sunshine countries.
Exactly.
Good morning. I have a man, and I have 1 year with another man, and I love him, but I live with my kids' pa. And I don't want to go to do nothing because I love the next man, and I can't be without he. What am I to do?
She already said what what she needs to do. She can't live without, not the
father of her
outside.
children.
No, I thought she is the outside one that she can't do without. Want to read it again?
To find it back is a problem.
Oh. Now, if I
It says, good morning, yeah. Good morning. I have my man and I have 1 year with a next man. And I love him, but I live with my kid's pa. And I don't know what to do because I love the next man.
Exactly.
And I can't be without him.
So
You love the next man.
The next man, right. So then she already answered her question. She's asking what to do. Then stop. First of all, stop. I hope I don't get in trouble, but degrading yourself, because you are living with your kid's father. And I always tell people, staying in a relationship for the sake of kids isn't doing them any good. It's not doing kids any good. Second of all, why are you frustrating yourself? Why are you frustrating your kid's father? Why are you frustrating the kid and the man on the outside? If you know that you want this man on the outside, then maybe that's the move you need to make. But before you make that move, you need to answer this question. Does the man on the outside want you more than you want him?
That's a good question, but I also think that...
Because for a lot of us, it's convenient. We don't have to bear the responsibilities of being in a relationship when I have the side chick.
I think that you are setting yourself up for a rude awakening. First, I think you need to spend some time with yourself.
Amen.
After you spend the time with yourself, you need to cut off the man on the side. Why you're cutting off the man on the side is because that is a distraction. You need to change your ways. Your ways might be your biggest problem. Why I say that is because you are a cheating wife. I'm going to call you a wife, but you're a cheating wife. And no matter if you're a cheater, you're a cheater. That's straight across the board. So the minute you get with John, who's now on the outside, and put him on the inside, you'll have room for the outside man.
Outside, exactly.
If you don't change your character, you have to work with... The problem is not the men that you have in your life or anything else. The problem is the choices you continue to make.
Right.
You will never be satisfied and you will never be happy and you will always be searching for another man that is a little bit nicer, a little bit cuter, a little bit taller, a little bit whatever more.
He make the 30 a little bit thicker.
Exactly.
Something.
Bit thinner.
Exactly.
But until you can come to grips with yourself and know what is best for Mary Jane, Mary Jane will forever be a troubled woman.
Exactly.
Not carry the trouble nowhere else.
She has got to end both relationships, or end the relationship and the affair, and take time to heal. Take time to heal and find herself.
I don't necessarily feel that she needs to end the relationship that she is in. I think she needs to end all the other distraction and reassess where she is. Because you don't want to end a relationship with a man. Obviously, she has some feelings for that man still, or she would not have been there. No, kid, not tell me that for the picnic, not tell me for nothing. Because you can't be having relations with a man just for the sake of the picnic. And the picnic, I don't know if you're sleep with your partner or not.
No.
No.
I know of people who
say that. But is it so?
Well, I can only go by what they say. And they say, you know what, we don't sleep together, we don't this, we don't do anything. I'm there for the kids. I'm there for the kids. I'm there for the kids. Now, I am not in a position to judge that person because I don't know their situation in terms of, okay, maybe this person is a great provider for the kids and she's not in a position to take care of the kids all on her own. But going backwards a bit, that, okay, the relationship isn't working, please, you don't have to be a spouse to me, but please be a responsible parent. Take care of the finances for the child, spend time with the child, help out when you can. Let me find me. That if I've realized, you know what, I do love you and want to be with you, not just for the sake of my kids, but because I see a future in us, then that is a route for one to look into.
And I think that is a good idea, but I don't recommend leaving the house to find it. You can probably find it if you stay inside the house and come. Why, Curtis? Because I feel like when you leave the house, you open up yourself. You see how you feel like you must go outside to argue? I feel that if I'm in a relationship with Tom Jones and we live under this roof, we can take certain steps under the same roof to fix our issues if we are willing, if we are committed to it. I feel like the minute we go outside and start living apart, it creates too much separation.
But you see, I believe that people can be apart but still be together.
True.
Some people say long distance relationships don't work. I think it's wrong. When two people want their relationship to work, it doesn't matter where they are, they will make it work. In the same way, if two people are, I know of a couple, they were married for about 30 years and they got divorced.
What?
And went their separate ways. None of them dated nobody else, you know. And a year after, they realized, you know what? I want to be with you. The other partner, I want to be with you. And they got remarried again.
And that is possible. But you notice what you said, they ended the relationship when they separated. Long distance relationship can work. Anything can work if you want it. But I say if I'm already living with you for 5 years or whatever, and we're already husband and wife, why would I then move out? I would say we can probably move in separate rooms. Maybe we can do things within the home to maintain certain boundaries, but still work on us.
Yeah.
Another matter. I've been with this guy for 4 years, and we have one child together and one on the way. He treats me really terribly, constantly quarreling. What am I to do? Should I leave?
I wonder when did the terrible treatment began?
Before the second pregnancy or after?
Before the first one, after the first one, before the second one. How long has it been? Why have you stayed in the horrible treatment?
Why would you? First, let me say this. Depending on when it started, as a pregnant woman, we are emotional beings. We 1 minute this sweet, with the next minute in a sweet. So check yourself first. We become temperamental and sometimes very fickle. So if he has always treated you bad, and maybe you made a conscious choice in your mind and say, oh, maybe if I give him away, mom, maybe ask me for a baby, you know. Maybe if I give him this baby, he want to turn into a sweetie pie. And it's still one tyrant. And then maybe say, if I give him the second baby, he say, if I give him a son, then he want to be one good man. So I could try for the son. Guess what? You can't bring happiness to anybody. If he's not happy, if he's not pleasant, if he's not what he needs to be, then yes, you have to leave him. If he's abusive, what is bad treatment? Maybe what you think is, what you consider bad treatment, you don't communicate well enough to him. And I'm not trying to blame you, but I'm trying to give you ways in which you can better strengthen your communication with him if that is necessary. So when he comes home, no badger him. Write him a note one evening or one morning or whenever he gets the time, he will read it. These are the things you don't like. These are the things that you are willing to do to make the relationship better. Because whenever you go to the bargaining table, you have to carry your own solutions.
Exactly.
And see how that works.
Another thing the lady needs to bear in mind is that, one, she's pregnant, and a lot of people don't realize that in your pregnancy, your child feels a lot of the emotions that you, the mother, are going through. Second of all, your first child has seen all this.
Is it necessary?
Is it necessary? And most times, kids who observe these types of terrible behavior in the house, when they get in a relationship, they tend to either get in the same type of relationships or they do the things they saw happen. Exactly.
You don't want that.
Exactly. So think it through carefully, ma'am, because there are 3 people who will be affected by your decision to stay or not to stay, to continue living in this terrible relationship.
This might be one for counseling.
Okay.
This might be a relationship that needs counseling.
Counseling.
Good morning. I'm listening to your program. I was in the same situation, married for 36 years. My husband was at fault. He left 8 years now, and I am the happiest person with my 3 children. He's still searching at age 63. Nice program, Jamaica. To each his own. Maybe you are happy. I'm glad that you are happy. And while you might think that he's searching, he might be living his dream. Who knows? Because what is happiness for you doesn't necessarily mean happiness for the other man.
Else, exactly.
And I'm glad that you found your happiness. A lot of people are nervous and scared to find and search out their own happiness. I encourage people to find your happiness. And your happiness don't come from nobody.
You create
inside,
your own
you
happiness.
create it.
Exactly.
Curtis, it's been fun. Thank you for popping in this morning.
Thank you so much for opening the door when I knocked.
That's right. Anything you'd like to leave us with?
Again, thank you all for having me in your homes, in your offices, on your personal devices. Please, in all things, seek the guidance of the Father, and however and wherever we can, let's just try to help people, and that will make this world a better place. From me to you, thank you, and have a beautiful day. Be blessed.
All right, on that note, we're going to say goodbye. This is Rhonda Crichton along with
Curtis Gillett.
Saying bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
After you pick the place, pick up a great deal at Alamo on all kinds of vehicles for every vacation, because everyone loves a little getaway and big savings. Alamo.
With the high cost of fuel these days, every fill-up can be a curiously scary experience. Rising gas prices have transformed to the point where it feels like it can cost you the shirt off your back. That's why we created Lucas fuel-saving motor oils. Their special additives increase compression and minimize friction, improving fuel mileage. With Lucas, you'll keep from losing your shirt, or even worse.